Peter Wright. Both had 2 apiece in the tournament.
42. Who do you require? 100.
A comfortable holder throw for Suits in the opening leg, looking like something similar for Peter Wright in this one. No need to start the 18s with Suits back on 230. Doesn't want to stay on the 20s though. Ooh.
82.
They were drawn in the same Grand Slam group, weren't they? Peter Wright was eliminated along with Fallon Sherrick. It was Soutar and Nathan Aspinall advanced. Soutar was in complete control against Peter Wright. Made a bit of a mess of that match, and he had to sort of sweat on results on the last round of matches. It then went on to the quarterfinals, and it culminated in a good back end to the year. But it's Peter Wright who gets the second leg. Couple of hold the throw. Draw put up this second last 16 match.
So few seeded players leaving the tournament so far. Jose de Sal's are only the 4th seed to be beaten. Obviously, we were going to lose a seeded player in our opening game of the day. They're both seeds, but there's an awful lot of big names in the draw. I mean, this half of the draw, obviously Van Gerwen awaits the winner, but you've got Chizzy, Clayton, Aspinall, Schindler, the highest ranked German in the tournament. And there's going to be thousands of fans in for this evening as well. Cheer on Shindy if he can find a way past the Asp.
Did a good job last night, Martin Schindler. Beating Raymond Van Barneveld. Good Springer. How did he say as well? He faces Damon Heta a bit later on.
He's going to stubbornly stay on the treble 20. Other players have moved to the 17s. Doesn't work out for him.
Find his way through. 17 seemed a logical shot. Good last one, needed that Soutar. But look at 82. Back in front.
That doesn't help him at all. He is on a finish, but it's not a finish anybody wants to leave. 158. 17 and tops. Keep it all going with throw.
Peter Wright. He said only 158. He did. Number 4-5, I should say, to finish proceedings against Jose Justicia yesterday. He's not going to clips up to 158 here, so Soutar will get more darts, restore the lead.
It's very unfocused in the early stages of this game, Peter, right? That, you know, if you have a heat map around where he's aiming, he's often not that close. That wasn't that close. But that one in. 2-1 to Alan Soutar.
Yeah, Peter Wright not picking up where he left off yesterday. Well, saying that, he did start the match slightly slowly. He was 2-0 down to Justicia yesterday before rattling off the next 5 or eventually getting over the line 6-3.
Yeah, he had a mid-game burst, didn't he, where he really took control and did look like proper Peter Wright stuff. Maybe we'll see something similar here. Even when he's getting that first start in the treble 20, he's not following it as he would like.
That's a good side-on look there. Those darts are very long of Peter Wright, and in contrast, you look at the Soutar setup, it's a short stem.
Another one of those. He's had a few, hasn't he?
Yeah, we spoke about it yesterday, didn't we? And I think it's down to how rigid his flights are. Not much giving them flights of Alan Soutar's.
Yeah, so you can imagine if it does catch the flight, instead of there being some give and it's sort of carried on, maybe changing direction a bit, it might change the entire angle of entry. And if it's going in sideways, it's difficult to get it to stick in the ball.
95.
Good last one.
They look to be going in pretty straight, don't they? Although that one didn't go in a straight line. Searching for the bullseye.
25 left for 96. Soutar's in with a chance here. 126, not a bad lead. If Peter Wright can get rid of the 106, he's going to get an opportunity to. Double 16. All squared again, it is. Brilliant finishing from Peter Wright. Slightly better in that leg. Still nowhere near his fluent best, which he showed a lot of spells yesterday against Justicia. Does level up the match.
Peter Wright is not just a player who famously changes his equipment and tinkers with that. He changes his approach in darts as well. We go back to his incredible match play performance, and he was very much double top was his favourite double. This weekend, he seems to be wanting to leave double 16 more often. Now, sometimes you're going to leave tops or 16s just because that's how the shot works, but you do get choices in certain circumstances. And yesterday, he seemed much more intent on leaving double 16 than tops. Now, I don't know if that's just he's looking to make a bit of a change, switch things up a bit because things haven't been going well lately, or whether it's about the setup that he's got and how the darts are lying in the board.
He did that with Jena last year. He was leaving certain doubles. He was right before the Grand Prix, and he said to me, I fancy winning it. Well, fair play to you, Peter. But he was saying, I'm going to leave tops. There was no 20 for double 16. It was 12 for tops. And because he felt that would give him the best chance to win the Grand Prix, because obviously you've got to double in on that. But he does look further ahead, and yeah, maybe, like you said, the equipment as well, the potential to block targets. Who knows what goes on in the mind of Peter Wright.
We can see what's going on the head of Peter Wright, and there's a couple of guys in the crowd who've made more effort with the hair than Peter Wright has. We've got stencils on it. There's another one on the wall kind of had a stencil. Peter Wright hadn't bothered.
And as Alan Soutar is donning the Mark Webster look.
Enduringly popular, that one.
It's forced at times with some of us.
Treble 20. Ooh, well, all of a sudden he's on 95.
That's careless, Dan, because Alan's not on a finish.
Yeah. He had time with which to play, and now he may only get one double when he returns, and that's assuming he doesn't miss a big number again. Just by staying straight there, his chances would have improved massively.
Gets this opportunity for a breaker throw. 16. For Peter Wright to lead for the first time. Brilliant finish again. Back-to-back 15 dart legs. See Peter Wright lead for the first time. Breaker throw.
Well, this isn't the sort of performance Alan Soutar has put in the past against Peter Wright. In fact, it's almost exactly the same level of display as you've seen from him this weekend. Turned up with an 86 tournament average, and he's averaging around about that right now. And you don't think that's going to be enough to worry the world number 2. I mean, lately, anything has been enough to worry the world number 2 because he's not been in great form. But as he said last night, I'm back. Not the most convincing display, to be fair, but it's enough at the moment.
It's got him a slender lead here. You'd have to up it, you feel. Michael van Gerwen, who averaged 96, but for a lot of it, it was pretty dominant stuff. A bit sloppy towards the end. He's Jose de Souza 6-1. And he is going to win this like he's predicted. But you mentioned this top half. You mentioned that top half, Dan. Michael van Gerwen awaits the winner. Chizzy, Jonny, Clayton, Nathan Aspinall, Schindler, all in there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure MVG will be the favourite to come through this top half of the draw, but don't overlook Dave Chisnall, who's playing magnificently. Jonny Clayton may be rejuvenated after his victory in Berlin on Thursday, and Nathan Aspinall, the big question mark, you kind of expect him to play well this afternoon. It's whether he can keep it on going into the quarters and the semis and the final, should he get to those rounds.
Yeah, and that's by his own admission, isn't it? He says that he can't string one performance into another when there's one or more game on the same day, Nathan. In this environment, in the Pro Tours, he's won a few Pro Tours last year, so he seems to get to grips with it there.
Alan Soutar I hesitate to say hitting back against the darts here. It's Peter Wright who's allowing him to. Peter Wright's had 5 visits to the board and is on 223.
Yeah, poor leg from Peter. Just having a glance over, Alan will be delighted to see Peter out on 2-2-3.
Going down in increments of 15.
48.
76 that Peter Wright took out to break in the previous leg. Soutar is going to get a go at it to break straight back.
97. Alan requires 76.
Well, Suits wants 2 at double 8. And that's what he gets. Double 4.
68.
Well, he got the 2 darts to break straight back.
126.
This is an opportunity. You get to stay on the same target. Oh, begging for another one. Gets another one. Double 6. This would hurt Soutar because he's had 2. And that's a bit of a wide from Peter Wright and a let off for Alan Soutar. Scrappy leg.
And it's one that's won against the darts. Alan Soutar fighting back. And are we going to see another game between these two that ends up going the distance? That has happened in 3 of their last 4 meetings, and the other one only finished 6-4.
Not littered with quality, this match, is it? It's both players far from their best. Averages in the 80s.
60.
Even if he does win this game, Peter Wright, I don't think he'll be strutting around declaring I'm back after this performance.
45.
Soutar will be kind of confused what's going on here. Yet he's played nowhere near his best, but still finds himself at 3 apiece.